James Melendez, James the Wine Guy, here to share and celebrate wine and a logo with you today. It's the unveiling of my very own logo. Very excited about this. And I felt, for me, why not? I talk about wine, I give it its own video, and why not a logo, and especially my logo. And I think it took a little bit of time to get here and was also instantaneous all at the same time. I'll tell you about that in a moment. I believe in logos. I believe in branding because without it, we don't know what the content is in this glass or these glasses. If we don't know what it is, how can we make a distinction? And I think there are so many people who write about wine, and there are many people who do videos on wine. And I think for me, I'm not any one of those people, and they're not me either. So how do I identify that? I think this is one great way of doing that. So placing this on a video, placing this on my website, placing this in business cards, simple things as well. So for me, it was a great way of getting here. So long story short is a friend of mine designed my first logo years ago. And I recently saw him and I said, would you mind updating? I have some coloration that I like to work with and maybe a different font. And he said, I'm sorry, I can't do it. I don't really have any time. And I had nowhere else to go. Didn't know what to do. I was worried about going to a really expensive house and having someone design it and having one person design it versus maybe not having the full awareness of who I am and what I wanted and how I could influence that design and make that my own. So basically 99 Design, crowdsourcing design site, was one place where I looked into this and found it. And in doing so, I worked with I'd say probably a dozen and a half artists, and they gave me over 200 designs. So I came upon this design here, and I did say there are certain elements I wanted and didn't want, and colorations I needed, and I came upon this design. So long and short of it also is that there's some great benefits to be had. You're going to get I hope if you do what I do, you're going to get a lot of designs. For me, I worked hard on reaching out to people and saying, would you consider a submission? And I also believe that you also have to really be involved and active. Also, on the other, maybe the other side of the coin is it's also very difficult, and difficult insofar as it's very competitive. So a lot of people disqualify other artists or maybe a design that you might have liked. That's what happened to me early on. So luckily we worked through it. The 7 days went by rather quickly, and it was a great process. So James the Wine Guy, you'll see this on my hopefully revitalized site this year, 2013, and having somebody else do it because I just don't have the time. For more wine reviews, you know where to go. JamesTheWineGuy.com. Subscribe to my videos on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Vimeo, Google+, Pinterest. Salud.